My name is Melvin, and thanks for joining us today. And we will be learning about some current trends of artificial intelligence, or AI, in the homes and buildings industry. And at the end of this growth webinar, I hope you will gain some transformation insights and understand better about AI applications and other digital tools that will shape the future of operations in buildings and also a home ownership experience. Right, let's go to the next slide. And joining me in this session is my colleague, Anirudh Bhaskaran, industry principal in Frost Sullivan. Thank you for being part of the session today. Let's go on to the next slide. And before we start the discussion, Anirudh will present a few findings and cover, some of the challenges, AI predictions, and AI evolution. And yeah, so over to you, Anirudh.
Sure. Thanks, Melvin. Hello, everyone. I'm Anirudh Bhaskaran, working as an industry principal with Frost Sullivan's Emerging and Law Practice. So once again, welcome you all to this growth webinar. The topic is looks like the need of the hour. Everyone is talking about AI, so we will. I think at the end of this, like Melvin mentioned, at the end of this growth webinar, I think you can take some key takeaways and some transformational insights, and what you should be doing as a company, to have this competitive advantage in this evolving landscape. Next slide, please. Right. So talking about AI integration, AI adoption, and this rapid pace of development happening in the AI ecosystem. So we have identified 6 key challenges with respect to AI integration and adoption. Starting with data management and integration issues. This is a primary issue. If you ask me, when you speak to those facility managers and portfolio managers and property managers, many buildings face this integration challenges due to siloed ecosystem, data quality issues, data availability, and interoperability issues. And then comes the high initial costs and return on investment concerns, because considering AI, because a lot of companies invest a lot of, they invest a lot of money in developing this AI tools, which includes not just the human resources, which also includes the computing power and the storage as well. So they actually charge a huge cost for AI integration and for the AI tools. So this is another challenge. And then the need for technical expertise. I think this is one of the another primary issue with respect to the AI adoption, because I think the AI adoption will only increase when it becomes more simple and user-friendly for the occupants or the users or to the different personas in the building's ecosystem. So when there is a need for lesser technical expertise, I think the adoption will increase. So this is another challenge I know with respect to the developers, the AI developers or the AI solution developers, where they need to bring in more simpler solution for a person who's less technically sound to actually use the system. And then the data storage, privacy, and security risks. This is another pressing challenge when it comes to data storage, because as you know, AI comes along with huge amounts of requirements of data storage and privacy and security risks, because again, there is a trade-off between if you want to go for on-site, cloud, or hybrid data storage. And then you have reliability of AI models, because there are a lot of false positives that can lead to uncertainty or unnecessary alarms or incorrect information. And then the resistance to adoption. Many of the large population is usually resistant to change, to a particular change. It could be, I think it's, if you look back in the history, that's what happened when the Industrial Revolution happened, and to other, whatever the technological advancements happened in this history, the initial response was to have, to show this kind of resistance to adoption. So I think it is quite normal to have this as well. So this is, again, we see one of the key challenges here. Next slide, please, ma'am. So these are three key top AI predictions that we have for 2025. This is, of course, we have actually taken this from our upcoming Homes and Buildings Outlook, Industry Outlook report. So these three will actually will again feature in our Homes and Buildings Industry Outlook for 2025 among the top 10 predictions. And starting with, we have this AI agent versus SaaS, because as you know, in the last couple of months, maybe 2-3 months, everyone is talking about this AI agents and how the AI agents is actually is expected to kill the SaaS model. So I mean, nobody knows what's the timeline and how is it going to impact the existing SaaS, and what could be the impact on the next transformation. So we'll briefly discuss on what AI agents and how actually it will impact the SaaS-based construction management and building operations, because construction management and building operations are the two key areas where we see probably the evolution is expected to happen. Because when we speak to many of the competitors in this particular industry, they've already started to build these AI agents, because if you look at the obvious names, the Siemens, Honeywell, Carrier, Schneider, and the Johnson Controls, they all have this. They have taken this the industry, the building technologies industry forward with respect to different technological advancements, including their software platforms. And then the next big thing is the AI. So they already have this AI. But again, they're also coming up with new launches on AI agents, how it can actually transform building operations, maintenance, and also possibly potential new business models for new revenue streams as well. And then on the smart homes ecosystem, so you have this AI-driven personalized living experience, because the penetration of in AI is, I would say, is far more in terms of compared to commercial buildings, because you already have this voice assistants like Alexa, the smart speakers, which already has some amount of AI. And but it's going to take, we expect this is going to get into the next level, where it's going to have this, provide you with personalized living experience, which we think will be led by some of the home appliance giants like Samsung, LG, Panasonic kind of competitors. And delivering these AI-driven, personalized and sustainable living experience in smart homes. Third one is the unified building intelligence platform. So this is something that we are expecting to happen, or probably that's already happening, which is like there will be the need for the integration between the business productivity tools and the OT, the operational technology platforms. I think which is already happening, because they're still trying to integrate this IT with OT with respect to building this ecosystem. And probably in the next level, they'll try to integrate everything, starting with the business productivity, like your ERP, then financial management platforms, real estate and facility management platforms, along with your BMS, BAS, and the IoT sensors. You could have a unified building intelligence platform. And then on top of that, if you have that AI agent, you could simply have these, the amount of productivity, the workflow automation, and the amount of efficiency you're going to get from in terms of building operations and maintenance will be enormous. So that's what the predictions that we have for 2025. Next slide, please. Yeah. So there's an interesting one on where we see the AI evolution is actually heading towards from a simple assistant to an autonomous ecosystem. Because we have actually put it in 5 levels, starting with level 1, where we call this the generalist or generative AI. These AI tools providing general assistance with respect to text-based formats, which has actually penetrated into different industry verticals and sectors now. And then we have this specialist AI, so which are custom-based to assist more like a subject matter expert, like an AI could actually help with respect to, in terms of building operations or into any of the financial technology, property technology. So very specialist focus. And then now we are in the agentic AI evolution. So which I believe will be there at least for the next couple of years, if I'm not wrong, because that's how the evolution is happening now at a rapid pace, unimaginable pace, I would say. And this is where I think that autonomous agents will be created, which are capable of executing, complex tasks with minimal human intervention. And again, this will be penetrated into different domains. And then we have this creative AI. So, well, the AI agents will set these goals, capable of setting goals and even, creating distinct paths to achieve them. And it could be anything related to your sustainability goals, net zero, goals. So these AI agents would help. This creative AI agents would be able to do that. I think that will probably start from 2028 onwards, and then beyond 2030, that's where the AI orchestrated, systems will be there, where we will have this multiple AI agents. One AI agent will talk to another AI agent with a different domain, different goals. So which can choose different paths for those goal settings, and these systems will be capable of autonomously managing all aspects of construction management, from design to delivery, and then from likewise in a buildings ecosystem as well. So this is what the evolution that we think is actually is happening. So that's the context setting for now, and I hand it over to Melvin for the discussion.
In my opinion, I mean, this is what I'm thinking, Anirudh. So one of the critical transformation in AI world is the adoption of innovative business models. I think the change in business model is, is mandatory, or is actually beneficial, because modern business models, would bring additional benefits like competitive advantage against disruptions. It can bring scalability, cost efficiency, and alignment with the customer expectations. So I think this cannot be ignored. New business models, and companies that cannot innovate their models will fall behind. So some recent business model innovation that I've come across are support of things, SOT. All right, so we have IoT, now we have SOT. So safety and security models as well, and loyalty-based models. So in your opinion, where do you think, are the specific opportunities for these models or any business models in advancing AI in homes and buildings?
Right. I think this all ties back to one thing again, Melvin. So when it comes to the advancement of AI, I think we are into this key juncture, or maybe an inflection point, where we see that could be a potential AI as a service or AI agents as a service, which will have. I'm just talking it as keeping it as an umbrella under which different features or different features could be added here under the AI as a service or AI agents as a service. So definitely the new business model, the transformation with respect to business models is definitely going to happen. I think as of now, if you look into the buildings ecosystem, it is predominantly now the shift is happening from the traditional, the hardware based, or the square feet based, hardware based, or an upfront cost model is being predominantly present now. And now the change is slowly happening towards this subscription based SaaS model, and even the shift is not yet fully happening. Even if you speak to some of the customers, they're still resistant to adopt to those, even the SaaS based subscription model as well. So when it comes to AI, so I think the companies will have the opportunity to to monetize this AI with new revenue streams, because they would have invested a lot of money in building this AI tools, which includes the computing, as I mentioned earlier. This includes the computing power, storage. This is all extra cost for the company, with respect to R&D and operational expenses and human resources, everything. So they need to recover that money. So definitely there will be an additional, I'm not sure, how they will implement it. It could be, they could probably allow their customers to use the AI for some amount of time, like a freemium, and then for maybe 1 month or so, just allow them to use it, get value out of it. And once you have that, adoption, when they see the adoption level, increasing, and then they can just charge the customers. It could be based on consumption, based on the amount of time they're spending on those AI tools, or it could be simply based on the computing or the storage that they're using, based on their AI usage, or it could be based on per equipment level, AI agents per equipment. It could be anything. So this is what I think we will start to see more of a consumption driven business model than this non-consumption driven, which was predominantly based on outcome based or performance driven, where simply, because the existing SaaS model is predominantly on the performance driven or outcome driven, right? Where the customer expects some amount of energy savings or cost savings to be, from the smart building platforms. So I think that shift will gradually happen, when the AI agents come into place. This is what I believe, which will happen with there will be definitely a shift from a non-consumption driven to a consumption driven business model. So it's not that the customers will be charged more. I think there will be a balance between the value that they get out of the AI plus, for the, for how much they're spending for those AI tools. Yeah.
Right. I think, just to, put in context, I think this is more like, addressing untapped needs of customers, right, with business models, because sometimes customers are not aware, whether, they need to
Correct.
save energy or not, or how to do it, or they're aware but, don't know how to do it, or they know how to do it, they know how to save energy, but they just are not aware of the methodologies, right? So I think in one way or another, I think, these new propositions in the form of new business models are definitely beneficial. And so AI, as we know today, is indeed the backbone of many disruptive applications in various markets, right? So everywhere, AI here and AI there. Even our phones, our mobile phones are increasingly, AI-driven or AI-enabled. So we see AI, artificial intelligence, in almost every possible spectrum of modern living and businesses as well. So long before this AI term is common, we are seeing, there's already a lot of applications being used, AI being used for data analysis, computing, and even consumer experience, before this. And today we see many more ways that AI has led to the creation of disruptive technologies. And, the disruption act as, I think it acts as a transformation in providing, technologies and sustainability practices in homes and buildings. So Anirudh, in the context of homes and buildings, can you give some examples of quick win applications that would rely on AI when we, as well as some long-term applications? So, for examples that I can think of are the heat pumps, solar PV, smart lighting, all these are leveraging AI today, and these are related to sustainability in homes and buildings.
Correct. Yeah, sure. So, yeah, when it comes to quick wins, I would say anything with respect to optimization. If you want to optimize energy, the energy optimization tools on building energy management, fault detection and diagnostics, predictive maintenance, condition-based maintenance, or digitized maintenance. So all these applications, I would say, are quick wins, which are in some way or the other is being implemented, but not so much, as the vendors want to, but it is happening. And these are all high growth applications, I would say, easily, all these applications, if you, do a rough market size, you can see the year-on-year growth is blindly, you can say it is about 20% for all these applications. So these applications in one way or the other, AI is definitely, is actually being embedded into it in order to understand the what do you call the equipments, energy usage pattern, the behavior pattern of those equipments based on the occupancy and the weather and everything. So put together, you can have these, you can provide these energy optimization scenarios, and then do fault detection for equipment, and then you can do the machine health analysis and predictive maintenance for these equipment. So these are all, I would say, the quick wins when it comes to AI. But in terms of long-term applications, again, in the buildings ecosystem with respect to the traditional building equipment, which involves HVAC or heat pumps or anything solar and other smart lighting that is there, but slightly extending that to beyond buildings. You have other autonomous building operations and AI orchestrated systems, which I'm expecting will be those long-term applications. But again, the adoption will take time. And then if you look at urban level sustainability optimization, digital twin enabled disaster management, and then AI enabled climate modeling. So these are all, again, critical applications, which I would say need of the hour, because considering the this global warming related natural disasters happening in different parts of the world, I think I would even include apart from the AI and digital twin, I would also include one more technology, which is quantum computing. I think it is very early to talk about it now, because only now we are getting some announcements from Google and Microsoft, how they're building this quantum computing chips. But these three are probably, I'm not sure if you can call it as a trifecta, this quantum computing, AI, and digital twin put together, that can actually work wonders with respect to this, the urban level or city level applications. And also it could fast track the, achievement of the sustainability development goals. So that's what I'm actually envisioning, with the usage of these technologies.
Interesting. So, even before we understand, we fully, apply what we know about edge computing, and then suddenly there's a quantum computing,
Yes.
right? So, all right, there is one more transformational trend that I would like to touch on, and it is about megatrends, right? I think this megatrend is related to the world's population. And I'll tell you how it is related to homes and buildings, right? So we know that urbanization and the aging population are the key megatrends that are impacting the society and economic advancement in many markets. And these megatrends are driving technology innovation, healthcare advancement, and to some extent, the need for customer experience, and of course, the overall social and economic development, right? So now, would you agree that these changing demographics, like the urban population, new generations of young workers, new trends in workplace and so on, and all this driving AI advancement and adoption in homes and buildings? Do you think it is doing that, the driving of AI advancement? And of course, another area of interest, like I mentioned just now, is the aging population. How can AI help this group of building occupants?
Sure. Yeah, I think the changing demographics, how this, which includes urban population, young generation of workers, Gen Z workers, and the respect to workplace development. So how this is actually helping, AI, or AI can help, on the other way, can help these age groups as building occupants. I think there are certain applications which is definitely driving, these, this particular population, considering the smart workspaces that's coming up, AI-driven space optimization in co-working hubs, where it can adjust environments and based on real-time occupancy. And then security and access is definitely another, area, where, this is helping. This is actually enhancing the changing demographics and then sustainable living and AI-based fault detection and health monitoring. So we mentioned about the AI aging population. I think this is definitely helping with respect to
Then you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I think we are losing Anirudh.
You're right. You're right.
So,
Oh no,
so
there he is.
yeah.
sorry, just lost. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, just I think you can reiterate a little of what you have said just now, because we have lost you somewhere in between. In between.
Oh, sorry about that. So I was just saying, with respect to the changing demographics, I think there are certain applications that would actually where AI can help this urban population, including the Gen Z workforce. Especially in the workspace, the smart workspaces, where AI-driven space optimization and co-working hubs and AI-powered security and access is another area. And then when it comes to senior living, AI-based fault detection, health monitoring, and smart navigation assistance. You know, uh, which would help in terms of wayfinding systems in large facilities, including hospitals, and senior living communities. I think this is where, I think the AI can help these group of building occupants, considering the changing demographics that is happening. Yeah.
No problem. Totally understand what you've said, and I think let's just move on a little more into the next part of the discussion, which is more about growth opportunities and how to leverage AI more. And I think today it is logical to say that cost depends on the level of AI deployment and also customization. So I think cost is one of the most common and also a sensitive issues to most end users. And it is unavoidable to imply that the higher the level of deployment of AI and the more customization is done, the more expensive it's going to be. So other factors that affect cost of AI deployment are like the data requirement, the extensiveness of digital infrastructure, and also the availability of experts, the talents, and of course, to some extent, the compliance with regulations. So, but I do think that companies can reduce AI deployment cost in many ways. So, can you describe or suggest, an effective cost structure or pricing models for the deployment of AI tools? For example, energy optimization. So any examples of case study of this?
Sure. Yes, I think we can tie this back to the new business model here. So
yes,
which go hand in hand, because this pricing model is a very sensitive component of any AI solution. When the vendor is trying to when the vendor actually implements such a solution to their customers, because as of now, I would like to re-emphasize on my previous response, because as of now, when you look at the SaaS-based smart building platforms or any real estate management or property technology or facility management platforms, it is all predominantly is operating on the subscription-based SaaS model. It could be monthly or on an annual basis with the different service level agreements. But I think once this AI agents is coming into picture, I think there will be I think this SaaS-based subscription model will start to shift towards more consumption-driven, usage-based pricing. Consumption-driven, it could be based on the data processed, data stored, or or probably based on the number of AI-driven outcome automations executed or the AI agents working on different equipment. Because when you look at different verticals, it could be they could charge based on the number of equipment that the AI agent is servicing, or it could be time based as well. So I'm seeing, I'm foreseeing that this consumption driven could actually, pick up, which would be, I think this could be a win-win for both on the, the vendor and the customer side. Because on the vendor side, obviously, this is going to generate new revenue streams, but on the customer side, they're going to get more value. And again, this will be an optional. I think the vendors will try to provide own force this to their customers, but mostly they provide it as an optional thing where they can have this non-AI solution or an AI solution. They can switch to AI, just that they have to get with some extra charge, based on the consumption. And again, this outcome-based pricing will still be there, for the customers who don't want to use those sophisticated AI agents. They can just still go ahead with this outcome-based pricing or performance-driven pricing, which provides them with the tangible benefits of cost savings, of energy efficiency, or reduced downtime. And then you will also see more like AI co-pilots for building management, especially for the facility teams, which could be persona based, because you can have these AI assistants or AI agents for portfolio managers, for the occupants, and for the facility managers, for the field agents. You will see these co-pilots or the agents coming up for different personas. And again, there will be, I don't think that straight away the vendors would be charging them. I think there will be some kind of a free component or freemium that will be provided for the users to actually get a hands-on experience on how this AI agent is actually adding value to their business. And I think it will go from there. Yeah.
So I think like there should be like some pricing tiers, or pricing options,
True. Yes.
based on affordability, or even,
Absolutely.
based on building type or building size, So
That is
I think the vendors also should advise the customers, what are the correct or appropriate tier that they should subscribe based on the type of building.
yes.
Like for
Type of
example,
buildings.
a warehouse as compared to a bank, that's probably the level of security is different, right? So they should.
Yes.
So it goes hand in hand with the level of technology that is involved. And yeah, so right, before all this AI in building technologies, we have building automation. In the world of building automation system, or what we call as the BAS market. So even before AI become a buzzword, so we understand that system interoperations and the availability of technical experts are already major challenges in the buildings industry when we link them to building automation systems. And today, with AI, and it is also used in the digitized maintenance of buildings increasingly.
Correct.
So, like for example, those smart maintenance of HVAC. So we are seeing AI being adopted. So how are these existing challenges, impacting AI-driven digitized maintenance, and how are providers overcoming it?
Yeah, sure. Before going into the challenges, let me give a quick context on what is this digitized maintenance. So it's not something very different from predictive or condition-based maintenance. It's very similar. It's just that the operation and maintenance in critical building verticals. When I say critical building verticals, that would include data centers, retail operations, hospitals, and other critical verticals. Which enables the optimization of equipment performance and failure prevention. So that's what we call as digitized maintenance. And again, it includes the other, the technologies such as AI, IoT, allowing customers to streamline operations and maintenance processes and generate insights based on the energy consumption patterns, or the behavior, the equipment behavior, and also it's critical to intertwine them with human expertise for data analysis to ensure insights gets converted to actionable measures that help meet goals, whether through recommendations, remote solutions, or field actions. Because Frost & Sullivan believes that the future of building operations and maintenance will be at crossroads of human intelligence, digital advancements, and process innovation. So these three are key with respect to the future of building operations and maintenance. And this integrated approach will, is what will actually unlock the full potential of, technology. That's the full potential of technology and digital maintenance services, including remote commissioning, monitoring, diagnostics, and prognostic support, for building operations. And with respect to the ongoing challenges, which you mentioned about the interoperability and the skilled workforce, skilled personnel, I think that's been there, especially in the Western countries. You see this workforce shortage, labor shortage with respect to general repair and maintenance, and there is a very few, I think, a few vendors, who are actually come up with advancements with respect to natural language based AI assistant, offering prescriptive and precise recommendations, guided workflows, to simplify equipment maintenance activities. This assistant will, how it works is the assistant will leverage continuous monitoring and analysis of asset behavior patterns to provide recommendations and generate predictive, actionable insights. So what it means is, this AI assistant, is continuously updates its knowledge from thousands of connected devices and supports different categories of equipment from a variety of OEMs in each category. You can imagine like a library of over 100 scenarios, that's already been, fed back, or being trained on one hand, and then enabling it to offer thousands of recommendations for various aspects of each device. You could just have either you can do the self-service maintenance or deploy a junior technician, all guided by the recommendations offered by an intelligent assistant. So this is where I see this AI-driven digitized maintenance is actually, that's actually working, or that are probably, being launched or in progress with some of the vendors.
That makes a lot of sense. Anyway, thanks for that, Anirudh. And I think that we're coming almost to the end of the questions that I have. But before that, I think there's something that I need to understand as well, right? So young people in today's world, as we see, they have early exposure to technologies, including AI tools. So they are more exposed to social influences. They're exposed to peer learning, and that is why they tend to be quick and fast adopters of AI applications. And like those, including those used AI applications used in smart homes, for example. We see young generations, they are strong advocates of comfort, modern lifestyle, and also home energy savings with the use of AI. So what do you think? Are they the target users of AI tools to improve comfort and productivity in the entire homes segment, or even homes and buildings industry?
Right.
And the second part of the question is, how are companies positioning their AI solutions to make smart home adoption more attractive to a larger pool of consumers?
Right. Yeah. So I get it. So with respect to the target user of AI tools, I think definitely the tech savvy population, the Gen Z population is definitely the target audience when it comes to the early adoption of AI. And also there is the other segment of people value when it comes to like patient monitoring or health monitoring and senior living communities. They're also a portion of target audience, you can say. But what I think is AI will actually redefine this connected living by proactively learning user preferences, routines, and environmental factors to create adaptive and personalized spaces, because that's what is happening. Even if you had looked into the CES that happened early this year, some of the the home appliance giants like Samsung, LG, and Panasonic, they have been announcing some of these a kind of AI for all. So they're trying to integrate AI into the normal living day lives of the occupants and integrate it into the mass market. So that's how you actually you know you bring it to the mass market and ensure the AI adoption and surges. So what happens is they're creating more like an ambient intelligence or context-aware AI, that will seamlessly automate climate control, lighting, and entertainment, delivering more intuitive user experience. And security and privacy, definitely, yes, that will remain at the forefront, with, AI-powered, maybe encrypted credential synchronization that enhances cybersecurity. And then you have the other set of players that offers smart home as a service to the B2B, in the B2B model, like to the internet service providers. So because they take care of this network intelligence, optimizing the network performance so that you get this continuous internet connectivity, so without any disruption. So that is one set of players doing that. The other set of players is working on the B2C, directly, working with the consumers, the end users, with respect to hardware devices. So we're seeing the shift that is happening from hardware-centric to AI-driven ecosystems, which will naturally evolve into intelligent self-learning platforms where automation, security, and energy efficiency, converge to create a seamless and maybe I would say a hyper-personalized experiences.
Well, that makes sense too. And thanks for that, Anirudh. I think it's just a matter of time where I think all of us would be unavoidable. It's unavoidable to learn, regardless of
yes.
Regardless of whether we're young or old. I think the technology evolves so fast that I think we should spend more time just looking at how to learn to use them in the long run. Right. So coming back to the question of this webinar, how AI can unlock opportunities in smart homes and buildings ecosystem. So I think to summarize what we have been saying for the past 40 minutes, we can safely tie back AI in homes and buildings with the need to transform business models for businesses, and of course, to adopt disruptive technologies, whether whether it's a B2B or B2C, and to address the world's mega trends when we tie back to the use of AI in homes and buildings. Now, in terms of opportunities, I think of course, they are vast for AI adoption in the homes and buildings industry, like digitized maintenance, for example, or connected living, like I've just elaborated just now. So what are your final key messages, Anirudh, with regards to the transformation or growth opportunities of AI?
Yeah, I think if you look at it from you can actually look at it from both the vendor perspective and the market, the unmet market needs from the customer side as well. So when you look at the AI-driven solutions in the homes and buildings, this is definitely going through a transformation with respect to business models, sustainability efforts, and user experiences. So I think the future lies in AI-powered automation, predictive maintenance capabilities, and new business and pricing models, that would enhance the efficiency and security as well. So that is one thing. And then the other one is AI helping or addressing the workforce shortages, through digitized maintenance capabilities, AI co-pilots, and other things, both in the building operations and maintenance and on the construction management side as well, because there is a huge labor shortage on the construction industry as well, and that is also AI will play a huge role there as well. And then when you come to the smart homes ecosystem, I think in AI's role in creating adaptive spaces, in offering energy optimization and security, will drive mass adoption. Creating this, as I mentioned earlier, the hyper-personalized and intelligent environment. So the convergence of human expertise and AI-driven insights will unlock the full potential of smart buildings and sustainable urban living. So that would be my key message.
That's very insightful, Anirudh, and thanks for that. And we have come to the end of the panel discussion today. Thank you so much, Anirudh, again for sharing your insights with us today. And I truly appreciate your time and contribution in this session. And to those listening or watching this, all the best to you. And we hope to see you all next time again in other Frost Sullivan growth webinars. And feel free to contact us if you have any questions. So thank you and goodbye for now.